My name is Said Mohammed. I'm a technical support engineer from University of Wollongong in Dubai. I'll be presenting today our section for ITTS, and we'll go through the brief information about our department. At the end, we can put your questions on a chat, and I'll try my best to answer you the information that you require to know. At the moment, I will just mute it. I'm in the video, and I'll just present our PowerPoint presentation. I believe everyone can see the presentation. All right. Welcome again to University of Wollongong in Dubai, and thank you for joining our university and choosing our university for your higher education in the University of Wollongong in Dubai. This presentation will give you a brief introduction to ITTS team, known as Information Technology and Telecommunication Services. Briefly, I will share to you that who are we and where are we and how to contact us in the university. The following, let's start with who are we. The ITTS team is consisting of the following members. Each member has a specialized domain in the team to support our students in the university. Starting from our ITTS director, Mr. Paul Collins, web developer, technical engineer, network and system administrators. Each member of the ITTS team has a dedicated section which is assigned to operate and to provide our service in the university. Together, we are a technical support team in the University of Wollongong in Dubai. ITT office is located in the first floor in our new building, 3.55. That's our room number. Or you can contact us through our ITTS hotline, 0427818880, as shown on the screen. Or you can email us to technicalsupport@uowdubai.ac.ae. Our working hours starting from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. We're supporting throughout the time, unless there's a break in between where our timing will change. Now I'm going to explain briefly about students account. Probably, maybe some of you already know what to have you enrolled already, but I will just go through and I show you the difference between our accounts which you're supposed to have. Each student will be given 2 accounts while you're studying at the University of Wollongong in Dubai. The first account is my UOWD. This is actually, it's an account which is hosted in Dubai. You can have access to this account from the following services. One is my UOWD portal, UOWD Wi-Fi, which is, you can see the information there, the signal. This is, don't worry, I mean, once you reach in our campus, we'll be able to help you how to connect to the Wi-Fi. But the details as follow that the signal you choose is a UOWD, and you can use my UOWD credential to log in and to activate the Wi-Fi. Also, for my UOWD, we can have access to computer labs, which is currently operating from 7:30 to 9:30 throughout. Once we have access to come through our protocol, as you know now at the moment we have a COVID protocol, so we have to follow. But once you have access to our campus, you'll be able to access the labs from the following timing. Also, you can have printing facilities. I know that, I mean, as students, you might ask, I mean, about the printing facilities. So you can have printing facilities in the lab, and also then the library section. And I just put below the cost for each printing, which is you're going to have. So you don't have to worry, this information will be available to you once you are already in the campus. UWDA account, as you know, that actually is hosted in Dubai, but expires every 90 days. So as a student, you need to reset your password before the time of expiration. You can reset your password by going through our UOWD, my UOWD web portal, and you can reset your password over there. The second account is UOW Australia. This is a bit of maybe some of the students will be confused what's the difference between them. But I just listed below the services that you are allowed to access using UOW Australia. The difference between these two, you can see my UOWD usually you use your student ID number. But UOW Australia, you're using always is like initial for your names, and then it will have a random number at the end of your initials. So you can have access to SOLS, which is the portal that you can enroll and withdraw your subjects. You can have a Moodle access, which is the e-learning platform. This is you're going to use it throughout your course during the enrollment of your semester. You can have a lab tutorial enrollment as well, email access, library e-journals, and also you'll have access to install Office 365. So if you notice between these two, your email you'll have access is by using UOW Australian account. UOW Australia account actually expires every 190 days. So students, you need to set up your password reset challenge in order to reset your password before the expiration. Or, for example, I know sometimes you might actually forgot how to reset your password, or maybe the time actually passed by before resetting your password and you cannot have access one of these services. So you can email straight to student-accounts@uow.edu.au. If you notice here, the domain actually is from Australia. So this is actually support and even controlled by our colleague in our main campus in Australia. This is our My UOW portal. I believe maybe some of you already actually seen it. So usually you can go to this portal and you can get information regarding your, the services what we provide in UOWD. And recently we launched our new app, My UOWD, which is you can access through our, as Apple App Store or for Android, Google Play. This information actually in our app is very useful. I know now every student or every person actually like to have access on the go. So if you have your mobile, you can access this information through your mobile. So you can have access to SOLS, you can have access to your academic calendar, staff directory, forms, degree plan, timetable, policies, library, and so on. So please, you can go to the App Store and try to download today and to have access to it. One of the information which is shown here is UOW mail. So you can have access to UOW mail through our My UOW portal, and you can follow instructions how you can log in, as well as Office 365. You can install up to 5 devices for your personal laptop or tablet and so on. Moodle as well, you can access from here. So you have all these, shortcuts, which is a University of Wollongong portal can provide you to access to. And also on your left-hand side, you can see that there's a contact details from the registrar and the library as well. Once you logged in, then you can get all this information that you require for you to use during your enrollment here in University of Wollongong in Dubai. This is actually the portal as a means of communication between students and staff here in the University of Wollongong, admin staff and faculty members as well. Going forward, recently we introduced the system called Follow Me. This is a printing system. It's a very good system, which is we're trying to control the environment. As you know that sometimes you print and then you forgot to get your papers, or sometimes you don't have flexibility to print from one lab to another or from one section to another. So this is very useful. That makes very ideal for students to use this on each phase of our printing facilities. So, for example, if I'm in the one lab, I want to use it, you can use it by printing. But the beautiful system like this, it gives you, information such as, how much you need to print, how much actually you printed, and information like environmental widget, which can give you the footprint, how much actually you utilize to print. So when you move from one section to another, for example, if you want to print it from one area and the printer actually is not working, then you can move to another area, which is you can get your printout. I'll go through this, how you do it, and how much you can utilize during your enrollment and studies here in the University of Wollongong in Dubai. First, actually, you need to register as a student. You will have ID card, and this ID card actually will allow you to access the printing system. So I'll just go through the steps, and when you come over here, we'll also guide you how to actually activate your card. The first one, actually, you can see here is very quick. We have a printer, so each printer has a barcode reader. So once you got your ID card, you tap in. Once you tap in, it will ask you to associate your card with your MyUOWD account. You put your MyUOWD credentials and your username, as a username and password. Once you put that one, you are simple already activate your card. You can see it's ready to use it. So when you print, normally it goes to the queue, so it will not release until you go to the printer and tap your card and choose what you need to print from your queue. So for example, if you're here, when you tap it, you have three options. You have a print release if you print from your workstation. So if you're in the lab, you can print, and you'll go to the printer and tap it and get your information. So either you print or you access device, meaning that, for example, you want to scan, to email, or if you want to photocopy. So when you print, you get a page below, it says you have a job. So here you have actually ability to either to print, and normally it will be in a grayscale, but if you want color, you can always choose a color, but the cost will differ between gray, black and white, and color. So either you print, and if you don't want to print, then you can actually delete. When you delete, your credit tools remain the same, will not be deducted. Here is the face, which is you use for copying and scan, and as well as scan to email. So you have a copy, you can just click the copy, and you copy, and it will charge you according to what you copy. And scan to email, this is actually as a free of cost. So you can scan to email, you can put your details, and it will go straight to your email. Location of printers. So all single function printers we have in almost each floor located in the computer labs. So students can have access to all these single function printers while you're in the labs. Multifunction printers, for example, you want to scan or you want to copy, you need to go to the library, which is in the second floor. That's the only place that you can use if you want to scan or you want to copy. So you have two multifunction printers there. So you're always going to have a chance to scan and print. So you don't have to worry about accessibility. So we have two multifunction printer, which is you can utilize for your function. Or even if you want to print, you can use as well. So a student can access the printing information by going to, again, MyUOWD. So from the quick links, you can click the web print. So this web print, it will ask you to log in and it will give you information. So once you are here, it will assist you how to actually access the printer and how you can activate your card. There's a section we call the WebEx. I believe maybe most of you know by now. This is the platform which is UOWD we use to deliver our lectures to students and even communication between the staff as well. So students will have some sort of a communication or interaction between a lecturer and the students, and the student will have information which is presented to it. So once you're allowed to come here on campus, then you'll be able to have a face-to-face lecture, or otherwise, if you still have a distance learning, then the WebEx will be the platform that you're going to use to deliver the lecture. So you can I believe that every student will have an information about this by now by your faculty members, so you don't have to worry about how I can access. Normally, you don't have to have a WebEx account to log in, and all this information about the lecture will be actually presented by your lecturer of the subject through a Moodle e-learning platform. So this is like an example how you join. So you can see at the bottom the information of the host, instructor, and the duration of the class. So this is once you join, it will ask you either to download the add-in plugin, or you can say join through the browser, like what you did today from this session. And then you put your username and your email ID. So this is actually the short information which is I want to give you about our service here. I don't want to overwhelm you with too many information today, but if you have any question, I'll be glad to help you. To answer as much as I can. Thank you.